Hi, and welcome everybody to another edition of the Winner's Circle Sports Betting Podcast. It's Thursday, January 27th, and it's our NBA betting edition. And as always, on Thursdays for this edition, I'm joined by professional sports handicapper extraordinaire, Mr. Chip Chirimbus of chipwins.com. Chipper, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing just well, and I can't wait for these games this weekend, not only in the NBA, but the NFL as well.
Yeah, so exciting time of year with the NFL Conference Championship games coming up. And boy, oh boy, what do they do for an encore after last weekend, right, Chipper?
That's, we've been watching this a long time. We've seen a lot of great games and a lot of games performances, but not four of them back to back. And they were absolutely, each game, I believe, ended on the final play of the game. And
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. And we talk about parity, and you and I ridiculed, or at least I did, a lot of the weaknesses they had. But right now, when if they're talking about expanding the playoffs, I don't think it'll work. I mean, we've seen the blowouts in the first round, what happens already. And these is creme de la creme. We're supposed to be seeing good football right now, Ross.
Yeah, I mean, San Francisco is a number 6 seed. I mean, they're still alive, but I think what we were alluding to the week before was the number 7 seeds who just didn't compete at all and didn't look like they belonged there. And you had mentioned a couple teams that didn't make it that probably would have put up a better showing, but it is what it is. And 4 teams left, and we'll see what happens. 2 home teams playing with revenge, Chipper. So we'll see how that pans out. Anyway, what about the NBA? What have you seen of late that catches your eye?
Well, before I give you the free game, what catches my eye is the problems that they're having in Brooklyn. Irvin coming back, he's only back on road games. And then, Durant goes down, and then Harden, I understand, is griping about not having a consistency to be able to play with the same group. So what's going on there? Who knows? And then look what's happened at Golden State. I mean, they get Klay Thompson back, and everyone expected good things to happen. They lost 4 out of 6. Harden goes down, and that didn't help. That was part of the losing streak. But all of a sudden now, we know they have offensive firepower, Ross, but they won by 35 and 40-something points the last 2 times out. And I even had against them with Dallas, I think it was the other day. So it's laughable when you get beat like that. What kind of an explanation can you even make? So it's interesting, the NBA, the second half, what's going to happen after the All-Star break. And I just hope we can keep the momentum up right now.
Yeah, and a big day in college basketball on Saturday as well, folks. So we're touching all bases here. Both of us coming off a terrible Saturday in college basketball. Doug Upstone, too, had mentioned to me he did not do well on Saturday. Yeah. So buyer beware, because we're coming back, and we're coming back with a vengeance on Saturday. Anytime you give us the multitude of games we're going to see on Saturday's card. And like Chip mentioned in our NFL podcast, we no longer have that huge slate of football games to worry about. No college football. We're down to 2 games in the NFL. Our sole focus on Saturday is going to be college basketball. So stay tuned for that, folks. Anyway, Chipper, you have a free pick for us in the NBA on Friday the 28th.
Yeah, Friday night. And this is one of those games where an old friend of mine used to say, there's got to be a winner. And I'm talking about this is the 2 worst teams in the NBA right now going head to head with Orlando at home hosting Detroit. Detroit is so bad. They're 4-18 on the road. 4-18, Ross, and yet Orlando's even worse at home than Detroit is on the road. They're 3-17. I mean, Orlando's ineptitude is incredible. They might have had a chance to win over a really beat up team on Wednesday night, and they ended up going from a 1.5 point dog to a 1.5 point favorite and got beat by 10. I think it was by the Chicago. And between these 2 in the series, Detroit has actually covered 7 of the last 9 meetings. And listen to this home record for Orlando. 7 wins, 6 point spread wins in 30 home games. 23 losses, 1 push. They're 1-9 against teams with records with winning percentages under 40%. So Detroit qualifies here because they're terrible. Other than they may have a ray of hope with Cunningham, the kid they drafted from Oklahoma State. Got off to a horrific start, Ross, in the NBA. I don't know if you kept track early in the season. I mean, he opened the season 1 for 11, 0 for 9. I mean, but he's really come around a little bit now. I don't know if he was worthy of actually being the #1 overall pick. But Detroit's covered in their last 4, and I think they're going to cover and get the money here. They're 5-1 after a straight up loss. They're coming off a loss, though it was a cover. So I look for Detroit to continue dispelling the magic. How about that? Does that work?
Sounds good to me. It's a stinker ball is what it is. 2 lousy teams that, like Chip said, somebody's got to win. And he thinks it's going to be the Detroit Pistons plus the 2 at Orlando. So, not only is Orlando a terrible home team, 3-17 straight up. I think Chipper said, 6-23-1 in their last 30 at home against the spread. So, you get some value there is what we like to say. And Detroit is a value at +2 at a terrible home team in Orlando. I'm going to take a look at the Utah at Memphis game. Memphis currently, as we speak, is -3. Now, folks, keep in mind, these lines we're giving you are 24 hours in advance of the start time. So we're taping on Thursday, the 27th. These games take place on Friday, the 28th. So these lines are subject to change depending on when you view the videos. But we grade our picks on the line that we use at the time of the video. Utah has lost 9 of their last 11 in their last 3, Chipper. They've really went into a free fall since losing Rudy Gobert, and then Donovan Mitchell is questionable with a concussion for tomorrow. Gobert is definitely out with a calf injury. Utah started the year 14-3 on the road, but guess what? They've lost 6 of their last 7 on the road, while Memphis has won 14 of their last 17, which included an 11-game win streak in there. And they've also won 6 of their last 7 at home. Why I keep mentioning these straight up numbers is because the point spread is only 3 in this game. Memphis won the only meeting between these teams this year at Utah. They escaped with a 1-point win there, but they did do so as an underdog. So I like Memphis here, and they're -3. But if they do fall the 2, 1.5, I would look at the money line, and if you get -140 or less, play them on the money line. But I'm very comfortable laying the 3 with Memphis here against a shorthanded Utah team. So I like Memphis -3 over Utah. Chip Chirimbus, he likes the Detroit Pistons +2 over the Orlando Magic. Both of those games take place on Friday, the 28th. Chipper, what do you got going on, fella?
Well, I hit another game of the year Sunday. I had the easy winner with the Kansas City Chiefs over Buffalo, and that ups it to 10-0 if you include the 9-0 in college.
Easy winner. Whoa.
Well, see, I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning. I saw I won by 6.
That's easy. Okay. That's easy.
I figured I covered easily. But, win or lose, how it happens, it just happens. And it was a big winner for us. So now we're going to come back with another big Megabuck winner. What was I said? 15-6 it is now on Sundays with Megabuck plays. And I'm looking to have another big game of the year winner this Sunday.
Yeah. So there's been 21 weeks in the NFL season. And Chipper on Sundays is NFL Megabucks plays 15-6, folks. That's pretty darn good. If you do the math, let's see, 5-2, that's over 70%. You can make a lot of money over 70% during that course of time. My NFL 10-star top plays, unfortunately, I had an easy loser with the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. Boy, oh boy, what a gut-wrenching loss. And I did cash in with the Cincinnati Bengals as a 10-star top play on Saturday. So my NFL 10-star top play is not bad, folks. 8-3 the last 11, 10-4 the last 14. College basketball, my 10-star top plays continue to win. 86-61, 59% with my last 147. And dime players are up well over $20,000 during that course of time. You could find me at rbwins.com. You could find Chip at chipwins.com or theaplay.com. whatever you prefer. In any event, until the next time, which will be tomorrow when we have free picks in college basketball on Saturday, the 29th, and we'll be taping that on Friday, the 28th. So stay tuned for that, folks. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please take a second to do so. It costs you absolutely nothing. And you get world-class sports betting advice from the likes of myself, Chip Chirimbus, Doug Upstone of DocSports.com. And don't forget, give us a like, folks. It's encouraging. And it's just a small token of your appreciation for our efforts. Until the next time, for Chip Chirimbus and Ross Benjamin, we'd like to wish each and every one of you all the very best. Take care. Good luck and God bless.